What's up, guys? We're back at it. Not we're. I'm back at it. Floor boys aren't here today. They're busy today. They got stuff to do. Me on the other hand, I got stuff to do to my car. If you guys haven't noticed, I legit am on stock wheels. I used to have some CR Kais, the works, as you see right here. And I decided to sell them. I had those wheels for probably like a year and a half, and you know, I said, you know what, I'm done with them. And I'm looking into getting 3-piece wheels. I got a couple in mind, just not sure which one to pull the trigger on. So let me show you just how the car looks right now. So as you guys can see, we're on some stock wheels. You know, fitment's pretty horrible. I'm gonna be needing to drive this car pretty soon, and I believe I'm rubbing or something on the passenger side front tire. So I'm gonna take a look, jack it up, maybe straighten out the wheels a bit, just so I can get a little bit more clearance, whatever that rubbing is, whatever that issue I'm having. I'm gonna take a look, see what it is. I'm gonna jack up the car, take off the wheels if I can, and see what it is. So now that we got the car up in the air, we can see where that weird scraping or rubbing or whatever that is, and we can diagnose the problem. So I'm guessing that weird rubbing or whatever the fuck I'm hearing is not the coil on the wheel, because if you see, I mean, there's no contact on anything. I'm not hitting anything, and the tire doesn't look like it's getting any beating on.
That's what she said. Or he said.
So I'm just gonna straighten out the wheel so there's more contact on the floor, maybe because of the bigger tires that I'm running. It's maybe making like a weird noise or something. So I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna check the rears real quick, just in case, to see if there's any.
I really need you with me. It's so lonely in this city. If you never knew what you wanted, how could you know joy is what you're missing? What you're missing? What you're missing?
I know I will. I just spent all my money on some shit I didn't need. Watch me swallow my insanity with bottles of the green. Yeah, I'm walking through the city, but it's feeling like a ghost town. Yeah, I'm dreaming that you're with me, but you're gone, I'm so alone now. Hating the situation, I'm too tired of facing the feeling I'm craving. This life is amazing, but something is missing. And don't call me crazy, but I feel like living way up in the stars. If I believe hard, I can make it. I'm trying to take a spaceship, there's delay, it's fucking raining. I'm wandering alone to places that I've never been. I'm putting my mind in the sky, letting the whole world in. My personality is 92 or 93. Let's get lost up in the past, why don't you?
So I don't have camber plates on the top of my coilovers. Yeah, I'm running the Buddy Club N spec and N plus spec, whatever coilovers. So basically how I adjust my camber is through camber bolts. Easiest thing in the world, I swear. It's honestly really stupid on how easy it is. So as you can see here, these two bolts are camber bolts. I have an extra one here. So what you can see here is that this basically allows, see how it's more flush on this side than it is on this side. The more you turn it, and somehow this plays a factor in it, who knows, I'm not too sure how that works. The way you spin it is how it ends up giving you either positive camber or negative camber. After it's loose, you could just basically move your whole control arm in and out, you get me. What I like to do is put the tab kind of facing me. If you're not gonna get an alignment soon, I don't really think it matters which way the tab faces, but kind of just for preference, I like that it like faces me. So I'm gonna loosen that a bit, just so I know where it's at, I guess. Because it's, remember that little tab that I told you? That little tab's on that side, and then this tab that's facing out is right here. So just so you know where that tab's at. And then I know my car is like super dirty. Stance life, I guess. So basically what you do is grab this and it turns the whole bolt without basically tightening it. So yeah, if you do it on this side, it doesn't necessarily tighten, but what you can do, I don't know if you see right there, it's moving inward, and then if you kind of go the other way, it starts to move outward. So that's how basically these camber bolts work. I like using an app on my phone that shows you your angle, basically like basically your camber in a sense. It's the compass app. If you go to the compass app, turn it sideways, or you click it, I'm not too sure. I don't have it in front of me, but it basically can tell you if your phone is straight or not. And if you're just trying to eyeball it for now, that's the best way that you can do to kind of like adjust your camber. So what I'm running right now is 5 degrees of camber in the front. I'm gonna kind of push it out to maybe 3 degrees and basically go from there. I won't be able to kind of record that since I'll be using that app to kind of see where my camber's at, and so I'll basically give you an update at the end after I kind of got it down where I kind of want it, and I'll show you guys the result. Okay, so basically you grab your compass app, you swipe to the right, and it'll show you how much camber you're basically running. -3 basically being that you're running -3 camber. If you move it side to side, or if you move it out and in, it'll basically tell you how much, you know, like how much more camber you want, or what you want it to be. So check it. I'm at -3, which is about where I wanted it. It was -5, now it's back to -3, and I'm just gonna tighten up the bolts and do the same thing on the other side. I'm guessing that wasn't the issue since no rubbing was happening. You know, I can't really check while it's on the floor since, you know, it's kind of too low, can't really get my hand under there. But hopefully maybe just adjusting the camber, that little bit of those 2 degrees might help. And I also got to check for clearance, like while I'm turning the wheel, to see if I don't get any rubbing with the fenders, because I'm definitely not trying to bake in my fenders. So I might have found out what the problem was. I noticed that when I would drive it, it was kind of doing like a rubbing sound. Like I've never had a problem with tires rubbing. Like that's always been like my #1 thing. Don't have the tires rubbing. Well, that's kind of what it felt like. And I'm looking at the tires. There's obviously no signs of rubbing. There's no signs of anything like that, you know. So I, you know, took off the wheel on the passenger side. That's where I kind of felt it the most. And I find out this. So this brake line, right, was kind of super pinched up over here. Kind of like this, like over this little notch, right? That's not good. I can feel it. It's kind of bent right there. I'm pretty sure it would have done way more damage if I didn't catch that sooner. I'm hoping that's it. Even though I'm still gonna bring this this side out a bit, but just wanted to note that this was like legit way up here. I'm gonna kind of look at it. It doesn't. There's obviously nothing leaking from it, which is good. So I might have to even maybe zip tie it kind of downward, so it's like not in the way. So now that my camber's at 3, I'm gonna check the clearance, spin the wheel, see if it's still Gucci. Man, it's super hot today to be working on the car. If you guys know Bakersfield at all, it's super hot. I know it's been like over 100 degrees for about like 20 something days, and it is hot, and it's not like a normal hot. Hi baby mama. But it's super hot today, so I'm gonna pull the car out now and kind of see how it rides, take it out for a little spin, and go from there. So God, I almost died there. So I took the car around the block. It ran cool, still having a really weird sound coming from the passenger side front one. Honestly, not too sure what it is. I'm getting new wheels anyway, so I'm kind of just gonna tough it out and see what it is eventually. So when those wheels come in, I should be hot boyed out and kind of adjust the fitment more. By then, I'll get the alignment. Get the alignment, of course. That's the major thing. I always recommend when you lower your car, adjust any suspension components to go get an alignment. I always recommend when you adjust any suspension components to always get an alignment. Like seriously, you at least fix your toe. That's the major thing. If you know how to do it, do it. Fix your toe. Because toe kills tires, not camber. I'm gonna do a little bit of a build breakdown. I know it's not much of a build, just whatever this is breakdown. So basically what I got is a 2012 Honda Civic Si. Really simple. For suspension, I have Buddy Club coilovers. In the rear, I have the SPC, I believe that's what it's called, camber arm. And I have the camber bolts, the SPC camber bolts in the front. It's got a front lip, carbon fiber trunk, retrofitted headlights with the Asian spec hybrid grille. Pretty basic. I am missing the emblems because somebody did, I believe, like a truck with the ball, which you attach the hitch with. I think when they backed up, it hit my H and completely cracked it. So I took it off and currently ordering a new one. In the interior, I have the 2014-2015 seats. It comes with the red striped back, front and back, so the rear seats and the front seats. I have the Recaro armrest and shift boot. What I also had on the car, which I'm gonna currently put back on, is the steering wheel. I had a quick release steering wheel, grip royal, which I'm gonna be switching out with the Greddy steering wheel pretty soon. That's pretty much it on the interior and everything on my car. It's pretty basic, but hopefully my car can go from basic to prestige or something. So that's pretty much it on my 2012 Honda Civic Si. I adjusted the camber, inspected everything on it, see what was causing the problem. It should be Gucci now, but if I run into other more problems, I'll just get back in there and fix it. But that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for another episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.